Welcome to Formula 1 Maths. This is past exam questions 005 for the foundation tier. Question 1. Rearrange the equation 5 brackets x plus q close bracket equals to y to make x the subject. So the first thing we do here is to expand the brackets. So I have got 5 equals to y. If I expand this bracket, I'll do 5 times x, which is 5x, plus 5 times q, which is 5q, equals to y. So we get something like that. Then we move the 5q to the other side of the equation because we have to make x the subject. X needs to be isolated on one side of the equation. So we move the 5q to the other side. If we do that, we are going to get 5x equals to y minus 5q. Now, 5x equals to y minus 5q. There's 5. This 5 here needs to move to the other side so that the x can be isolated. That means 5 goes over there to divide because here this is 5 times x. So if 5 goes over there, then it will be x equals to y minus 5q. All of that divided by 5. And so we get this. And this is the final answer for question 1. Question 2. The functions f and g are defined such that f of x is equal to 4x minus 2. G of x is equal to x squared. A. Find g of x. B. Hence or otherwise, solve g of x is equal to 16. So we know that f of x is 4x minus 2 and g of x is x squared. To find g f of x, we need to take the function f, which is 4x minus 2, and put it into g of x. So I take 4x minus 2 and put it wherever I find x in the function g of x. So I'll get this. So what I've done here is this. Instead of the x in this function g of x, I'm putting 4x minus 2. Now we know that 4x minus 2 squared is the same as 4x minus 2 times 4x minus 2. If I expand this, I'll get 16x squared minus 8x minus 8x plus 4. So 4x times 4x is 16x squared. 4x times minus 2 is minus 8x. Minus 2 times 4x is minus 8x. And minus 2 times minus 2 is plus 4. Please note the signs. And then we can collect like terms because we can see that minus 8x and minus 8x are like terms. And if we combine them, we're going to get minus 16x. And this is g f of x. For b, we have seen that g f of x is this, 4x minus 2 squared, which we simplified to get 16x squared minus 16x plus 4. Now we need to equate this to 16 because this is g f of x. So if we do that, we're going to get something like this. And then we can move the 16 to the other side of the equation. If we do that, we're going to get 16x squared minus 16x plus 4 minus 16 equals to 0. So if we simplify that, 4 minus 16 becomes minus 12. And so we get this. To solve that, we need to simplify that first. So we are going to divide each term by 4. So 16 by 4, this 16 by 4, this 16 by 4, and 12 by 4. And we are going to get 4x squared minus 4x minus 3 equals to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation. We need to factorize before we can solve it. So how do we factorize this? I'll look at the coefficient of x squared, which is 4, and the constant term, which is minus 3. Multiply them to get minus 12. And now I'll break 12 down, minus 12 down to get two numbers to add to give minus 4. So we can see that it's going to be minus 6 and plus 2. So I'm going to replace minus 4x with minus 6 and plus 2 to get 4x squared minus 6x plus 2x minus 3 equals to 0. If I look at 4x squared and minus 6, there is a constant factor, which is 2x. So I can factorize this using 2x. And then I can do the same thing over there. So here, I will get 2x brackets 2x minus 3. And because this must be the same as that, we can bring 1 out from here to get this. Now we've got two terms. This one here and this one. And you can see that the constant factor over here is 2x minus 3. So we can bring out that one as well. And then we can going to get this. So we see the 2x is over there and the 1 is here. So now we can go and solve that by saying 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, or 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. If I solve this one, I'll get 2x minus 3 equals to 0. 2x, take the minus 3 to that side, you're going to get 3. And then 2 goes over there to divide, and I'll get x equals to 3 divided by 2. And so I'll get 3 over 2. That's one of their values. If I do the same thing for this one here, I'm going to get x is equal to minus 1 over 2. And these are the two solutions required for question 2b. Question 3. Calculate the area of the shape. The best thing to do here is to split it into two rectangles, because this shape has no formula to evaluate the area. So we're going to split it into two rectangles. Then we're going to use the formula for finding the area of a rectangle. So if I split it this way, then I can label the two rectangles that I've created as area A and area B. To find area A, you need to find this length here. So we're going to multiply this length by this length. How do we get this length? Looking at this length here, that's 6. I also know that this length is 4. That means from this point to this point is 4, which makes this length 2. So I get 2 here. Now I'm in the position to find the area of A. So area A, using the formula for finding the area of a rectangle, which is length times width, will be 2 times 2, which is equal to 4 centimeters squared. Similarly, area B is 10 times 4, which gives us 40. But because we are looking for the area of the whole shape, we need to add them. If I add them, I'm going to get 44 centimeters squared. And that is the area of the whole shape. We could have also divided the same shape in a different way. This time, doing it this way. And then if I label the rectangle, as we did in the previous one, A and B, we are going to get A and B here. And as you can see, I have calculated this length here to be 8. How did I do that? I know that this length from this point to this point is 10, and this length from here to this point is 2. So that means from this point to this point is 2, which makes this length 8 centimeters. We can now go and find the very respective areas. So for area A, that's going to be 6 times 2, which gives 12 centimeters squared. And for area B, that will be 8 times 4, which gives 32 centimeters squared. And as we did before, we need to find the area of the whole shape. So we go and add them, and we finally get 44 centimeters squared, which is the same answer we got using the first method. So this is the end for past exam questions 005 for the foundation tier. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.